Hello and welcome to my first ever first impressions video. This is Project Gorgon and it is in pre-alpha right now. You can download it off their website. What the hell is that? You can download it off of their website right now. And combat's pretty intuitive so far. There's no auto attack, so utilize the skills that you're given when it's necessary. Seems to be example. There's a parrying skill and a finishing blow. So once their rage bar fills up, parry, and the rage bar is right here. I don't particularly like this frame box right here, but hey. So far I like the game. I feel like it has a lot of potential. This is just the starter island they're giving everybody. And you have to find your way off of the island. Which I think I know how, but I'm not going to do it yet. I'm going to explore around a little bit more because there's two things I want to do before I get off the island. But this is an open-ended game. By open-ended, I mean there is no class system, and the choices you make in the environment affect how your character levels. Two examples would be equipping your character with certain weapons will increase the skills for that weapon. You don't choose a class. You just equip a bow, equip a sword, equip an axe, and you'll get the certain skills from those weapons. It is a skill system. No skill trees that I can see so far. And then the other example would be the environment being open-ended. You can give NPCs stuff, and apparently NPCs will have their own inventory that whoever sells inventory to an NPC, that NPC will keep that inventory, which I think is awesome. So you can bet that there's going to be a lot of items. So you can see here there's a favor level. You can give them gifts, do a favor for them, small talk, and hang out. That's pretty cool. Very interactive, very immersive. But going back to the inventory system, I do believe it's going to be an infinity generator, as I would call it. What I mean by that is the loot that drops will have an infinite combination of what can drop. Obviously won't be infinite for us one specific item. There will be only certain things because there will only be a certain amount of stats that you can do. But with I can probably see if I can get out of here. Or a sprint, can sprint, which I think is pretty cool also. And what I mean by infinity is that with the shared number of items that will be dropping in world, if they have a random generator, the number of items that can actually be looted will be infinite, because there will be enough items and the combinations with those different items for stats and the way it affects your character will be infinite. Which definitely will break some stagnation. I think there's going to be a lot of potential for this game. They did have a Kickstarter campaign. And I think that's over now. I think I'm gonna donate as soon as I get some money that I can spare. You can tame or charm animals. I found this spell on this island. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for this. The little informational, the goals on the website, one of the developers gives some goals that they're gonna go for, and there's gonna be elemental combat, all kinds of different elements: acid, nature, darkness, electricity, heat, cold, and then the physical: slashing, piercing, bashing, trauma, which I think is something that is missing from current MMOs. I definitely like elemental damage on weapons and stuff like that that really, really affect how the different characters are hit. Yeah, you can do some frost damage and slow somebody, but that's not really what I'm talking about. You just do extra fire damage or something like that with most MMOs, but with this it seems like you'll probably be able to ignite people, and then the equipment itself will be vulnerable to those different elements. And the equipment, the way they're talking, the equipment will actually affect how your character develops its skills, which should be pretty interesting. Which I think makes a lot of sense, especially for a mage that has a certain kind of robe on it. It should give it an aura that boosts some. Does that dude have? That dude has a staff. Where'd you get a staff? And there's also going to be dungeon puzzles and traps. This here was a little puzzle I had to figure out, and it opened a chest in the middle. And there's so much potential for this. And but as far as the graphics go, I think they're perfectly acceptable. I like this style of graphics the best so far out of any MMO that I've played. Not this game specifically, but with this style of graphics, it really makes the world feel more real to me because it's not too blocky and it's not too thin. I don't know exactly how, but they achieve that, and it's different. This is running on the Unity engine, so that definitely has something to do with it. I can't compare you because he's a magic user. Requires unarmed. I really should start leveling my unarmed. But and this will give you skills that you've unlocked here. So this will increase, and then it'll tell you the bonuses that you get. Just from lore, once I start leveling lore, I'll get fire damage. Darkness damage. And even just dying, excuse me, and even just dying will give you necromancy skills. So, pretty cool. And I can't wait to try out some of this other stuff, but being a first impressions video, I'll wait for all that later. But so far I'm enjoying it, and I hope that I see you in game and that you give this game a chance, because I personally am pretty excited for this game. Thank you for joining me.